Is the 4. The shaft descends towards a sump in the depths of the pit. Here, the air is freezing cold to prevent the ice from melting into globules of floating water. If your breath carried water, you would be able to see it in the air, but the absence of steam in each exhalation only serves to remind you of your own strangeness. Not that anyone else notices, the workers' heads are low, their eyes fixed on their work, shuttling chunks of ice and tools up and down the shaft. At the end of the nearby tunnels, you see the bright sparks of ice cutting in progress, flaps hanging in the air in that strange way they do in 0G. Some loose memories of the time before Dark Side, before the lane, before freedom come to your mind. The familiarity of the cold, the sparks, the endless toil, it chills you more than the packed ice on either side of you ever could. You reach the bottom of the shaft, a metal grill marking the terminus. It squeals as you push open the barred door set into it, and safety lights flicker on, lighting up glittering ice particles all around in their hard beams. It is as if all the stars are held here in this cavern. As your eyes adjust, the massive space comes into focus. It seems to have no up or down, just countless dark shafts and terraced pits cut into its side, all around silhouetted by their work lights, contractors cut and haul and gather. This is where those locked-in workers are being held, caught in a contract clause that permits an endless shift. That atmosphere is grim. At the center of the cavern floats a construction of welded-together habitation units. Heavy twist of cables stretches from this improvised structure past you and up the shaft behind, tethering it to a central power source. On each of the 6 sides of this strange apartment block, a set of struts projects outward, bracing the construction against the cavern walls. The block itself is wrapped in insulation, clad in protective plates. It glows with small apertures of light and lights. You approach the nearest entrance. Everything is bitten by rust, by decay. If the bars on the entrance weren't a clear enough indicator, it's obvious now that this place is a prison. The door scissors open, letting out a blast of warm air. You quickly duck inside and it seals rapidly behind you. The cramped interior passage glows warmly, but its ragged condition keeps it from feeling cozy. You follow the corridor, ducking beneath hanging wires and loose installation. This is where you were told you will find Luz, or whatever her real name is. You come out into a communal mess. Counters and food preparations, units fitted into the walls, cushioned stools and couches scattered around. A couple of contractors are stretched out in the space, one of them snoring loudly in the corner, another sipping from a food packet on a stool. Suddenly, a door on the far side opens out to the cavern, letting in a flurry of ice shards that quickly become scattered orbs of water. You watch the figure as they glide into the warm light of the interior, with their dark hair and bright eyes. And now, this is who you are looking for. You meet eyes with hers, and something sparks in the dull and cloying room, as if she recognizes you. Sleeper? She looks in a haze, her hair stuck to her forehead with sweat, her eyes still adjusting to the interior. I've been looking for you. You... what? She squints. You see her scan you, taking in your clothes, the way you hold yourself, your face. For a moment you feel exposed, aware of your damaged vinyl skin, your industrial markings, your doll-like features. You feel the familiar sense of being objectified, but also something warmer below it, recognition of what you are. She blinks, exhales, and shakes her head, realizing she's mistaken. Give me a sec, alright? I just finished cutting 100 cubic meters of ice. She pulls back her hood. I haven't seen you down here before. Just contract you or something? The tension drops, but you get the feeling she isn't quite looking at you. She crosses to a food unit and pulls out a packet, slotting it into a warmer. She thumbs it on. First sleeper I've seen in... a long while. Doesn't take her eyes off the slowly warming food. We'll do okay down here. I know you folks are tough and stick with the job. That's good, the rest I can show you once I've eaten. Love subtle to herself. With your brother. My brother? Pauses, her eyes not leaving the warmer. I think you have me confused with someone else. Stop, we need to talk. Turns to face you and you see a wet shine to her eyes. What are you going on about? Realize what you need to tell her. Seraphine is on Wellspring. The warmer chimes to let her know the food packet is ready, but she doesn't seem to notice. Seraphine? Takes a ragged breath, then steadies herself. Here? Not here at the cut. She nods and then shakes her head. Well, if he trusts you with his name, I guess I should trust you with mine. Comes closer. Fucking Tala! Tala, she smiles a warm smile. Now, where is my idiot brother? I'll take you to him. She laughs nervously. Sorry, this is not what I was expecting on my lunch break. That's why she had her thing pulled to her face. to not show her hair. Aww. She ran a bar in the first one on the eye. Tala suddenly seems to take on some energy. She glances towards the corridor behind you and the door at its end. Sure, I hope you have a plan, Sleeper, because they do not want us locked in contractors getting out. She moves towards the corridor. There's security in the shaft, and then again at the pit head. We must have passed through the checkpoint at the entrance too. I doubt we can bypass all those. Turns back, grabs her food packet, smiles at you, and shepherds you towards the corridor. You could run a distraction maybe, or is Sarah on that already? You're slightly taken aback by her sudden change. We're going to have to... A blaring alarm sounds inside the habitation module loud enough to wake the sleeping contractor with a start. You and Tala exchange glances. Surely this can't be for you. Tala rushes down the corridor and tears open the door at the far end, with you following close behind. The ice scatters, glittering in the interior light. The cavern is in chaos. You see dark-suited Lotic security wrestling with contractors lit by flashing red alerts. More contractors are coming in through the door in the grill you entered from, carrying bulky equipment. The equipment is blurring out a voice, Kirk's voice, echoing from the cavern. The look of panic crosses Tala's face. The general strike is now in effect. All contractors should down tools and hold in place. Extraction will cease until our terms are met. Kirk's voice distorts and shifts. We have blockaded all traffic to and from Wellspring. We seek the resignation of the Syndicate's leadership and for a new Workers' Council to be installed in its place. This cycle will shut down the shaft. Any worker not willing to strike should leave now. There is a screech of noise and the message begins repeating. You watch as the security are pushed back towards the grill, outnumbered by the gathering workers. Tala looks at you for guidance. Now's our chance. Tala looks around the cavern, and the red lights reflecting in her wide eyes. Nice. I need to stay. I won't abandon the others. What about Seraphine? Tell my brother what's happening. Tell him I'm not leaving until all of us are free. Tala backs away, glancing over her shoulder at the others. You see them gathering their tools, taking them to be locked away in the HAP module. I need to see this through, Sleeper, and you need to go. Find Seraphine. Do what you can from out there. Help us change this place. And with that, she turns and glides off towards the others. You turn and head for the grill as quickly as you can, the way now cleared by the contractors. The handful of Lotic security pushed back up somewhere near the pit head. As you ascend, other contractors shooting you dark looks. As you do, you realize you have to speak with Kirk. Well, you find Kirk at the pit head, directing contractors to barricade the entry points to the mine. So, you took my advice. Good. Kirk smiles. We're glad to have you as an ally here, Sleeper. What happens now? Syndicate was arrogant. They did not believe we could do this. Kirk gestures toward the contractors welding plating across the checkpoints. But we far outnumber them. Their monopoly ends here. How can I help? Kirk leads you a little way away from the contractors. If you want to free those like Seraphine's sister, I will need your help. We have ships, but not many, and the Syndicate still has tankers in operation. Our blockade is not complete. The debris field between here and the Sfar Spindle remains open. We need another tanker to occupy it and dissuade the Syndicate from trying to pass. All of our ships are in use, but your ship and your crew could help us take a tanker and secure a blockade. How will we take it? This will not be an assault. Kirk puts a hand on your shoulder. The tanker, the Headstream, has been held outside Wellspring for many cycles. The crew is tired and sympathetic to our cause. We'll just give them a nudge. Your ship will pose as an in-distress trader trapped inside the debris field. When the Headstream is obliged to rescue, we'll board and encourage the crew to take control. You want to elicit them inside a mutiny? Trust me when I say that their captain does not deserve his charge. This is a liberation. Kirk folds his arms across his chest. We'll do it. I will. I knew you would. I'm glad to have you in our cause, Sleeper. Suddenly, Kirk puts 2 fingers in his mouth and blasts out a shrill whistle. The contractor quickly approaches with a large box, the front marked by screens and dials and the back by loose cables. You will need this HasNav unit to navigate the debris field. He nods at the contractor. Jans here will install it on your ship. Consider it a gift, from our cause to yours. He nods once more and Jans passes by you, heading for the lift to the docking ring with your new module. I'll provide the Headstream's coordinates. He moves away towards the contractor still working on the checkpoints. And I will await your word. You leave the pithead behind, your mind racing. You do not know how you have ended up in the middle of all this, but you know that it will be up to you to pilot your way out. Sleeper! Surfing comes up the passage towards you. What's happening? I heard the pithead is being taken over by Curse guys? This you realize will take a lot of explaining. Okay. New contract available. Yeah, it's going to be that. We're done there. We have ease accessible still. Okay, I want to get rid of the stress there. Neutral is excellent. I need some supplies. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we're actually far enough that we don't have a counter there. Interesting. Get 16 crowd of this one. Very good. Okay. And yeah, let's go for it. Go fuel. Let's get some supplies and be on our way. Where would I buy supplies? Here, yeah. Isolated holotic tanker. The Headstream is holding in the debris field on syndicate orders. Kirk believes it is the perfect target for a mutiny if your crew can get on board and inspire one. Kurt is locked in, so okay. Similar specs to mine. Let's take Junie.